Guys, I have realized there's a magical word when it comes to Euclideon. Euclideon was boasting unlimited detail engine, and it's completely true, you know? I call these ray search engines, and you can do ray tracing across like a voxel grid. But you can still create innovation because voxel grid cannot move around, cannot do animations. It's very well known. So this guy did something a little bit different. The magical word is patent. I said patent. There you go. You can actually read Euclidean patent. Their keyword, their magical keyword, orthogonal rays. What is orthogonal rays? Before we continue, I have to flex my own rendering engine inside Unity, mind you. And it looks like this. I haven't optimized so it disappears, but it's all good. It's gonna be good, guys. Runs at 100 FPS most of the time. Alright? Most of the time. When I'm not spawning blocks, okay? I can summon some bullshit. Oh, a cloud. Here you go. Welcome, cloud. That's one object out of 1 million objects that I'm capable of rendering easily, so, I'm just saying. I can spawn a car if I want to. Yes, you can see flickering, disappearing, all kinds of bullshit that can be optimized and ironed out, and all of these objects fully animated. Just to set a stage, okay? Just setting stage. Shut the... Move! Ooh, there you go, fully animated. I can throw all of them around if I want to. Alright, every single one. So that's the set stage bullshit. I know what I'm talking about. My engine is probably just as advanced as this bald-head's engine, basically. But because I'm not Australian, I don't have the funding to work every day, you know? I have to fight my shitty neighbors, all this nasty real-life stuff where you do survival on the side, you know? I do imagine, like, you still would want to split static objects from animating objects, but I don't do that. I don't give a fuck. I want everything to be animated or dynamic. I'm literally committing the biggest sin in game dev history. Like, there's nothing static about anything I do. Okay, you don't have to select which one is going to be static, which one is going to be moving around. I feel like Euclideon would actually cave in and do exactly that. Orthogonal arrays look like this. Instead of being a projection of perspective, which looks like this. Right? There's a difference. So they do some kind of orthogonal data set, but it's just better to read the patent, and I have pulled up some information using AI. AI literally fetched all of this to read, right? And we're gonna try and analyze what's going on here. By the time Euclideon went public, or viral rather, popular, is the time they already had a fucking office rented out. They already had people in it. I don't have nothing. Literally nothing. Not even people being interested in growing my virality. That's not fucking happening. I'm actually still more popular as an influencer than my actual engine, my actual contribution to the world that's supposed to change everything, because you guys still render with polygons, you little bitches. You already have been roasted by this guy. Wake the fuck up, you know? You already have been roasted. But no, it takes 10 more years, and I have appeared to roast you again. Alright? I'm that guy on steroids now. To slap you Your guys' bitch faces, because if humanity chooses a different direction than where we're supposed to go in computer graphics, I'm sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. I tried my best. If I get attacked constantly, if I get more hate than, protection, you guys will fucking suffer. Alright? I'm the unique fucking white rabbit that needs to be flourished and not destroyed. Because this guy received hatred and he went back into his cave to perfect his technology and just move on with his life, basically. Alright, he patented another invention in the meantime, and he's doing fine. Alright? Like he probably invented, just out of spite, invented another new thing out of spite to actually bounce into that other invention and just ignore the industry as a whole, right? Because when you change your perspective on how to render things on a screen, you start inventing like secondary stuff. So he invented the secondary stuff, he just ran away from everyone. He's not showing anything in this interview, by the way, so... Until now. Till the very end. There's some new stuff that I haven't seen before, actually. Quite interesting.
They were professors and that sort of thing, so that was okay if, someone who's 15.
Alright, so he's inventing things, right?
Then I invented ray tracing, only later on to also find that other people had invented that. And then I invented unlimited detail, but in that case it was like, oh, I'm in new territory now.
I am in new territory now, this boy. Yes. Whatever the fuck this is, the first step you're gonna do is enter the ray tracing portal. That's the first thing you're gonna be doing. But you need to transcend that because of the grid limitations. Alright, you're gonna be stuck in a grid. Because of Minecraft. Minecraft also opened up the ray tracing portal. Funny enough. It allowed people to do ray tracing because that's what Minecraft wants you to do. It's very funny stuff. There are more and more people who are doing this stuff.
Between this and this.
Right? There's more and more people who are actually using ray tracing. And because, again, Minecraft allows you to do it. Minecraft is a proven concept for game development. But the best ray tracer so far that I found, with honorable mention being Lay of the Land. Alright, check this out, but I mean, it's available. I don't know if it's optimized for my PC. It doesn't look very fun, actually. I don't think the developer is going the right direction anyways. If you want my approved concept, it's the voxile. This is the thing I approve, and this is the thing you can support. This looks like perfected Generation 1 ray tracing, and looks like they know what they're doing. Like, they actually know what they're doing. It's nice to see. And you should follow their progress too. Like, it's very interesting. Voxile survival. What the hell? Yeah, I mean, I should explore more when I have the time. Is that their official channel? And I'm still beating it? Or is it someone else? Demo. This looks actually real. I'll subscribe. So there's people like that. I'm included in this like super duper secret cult, like not really a cult because we don't interact with each other whatsoever. Community of ray tracers, baby. Fucking ray tracers. So the grid limitation, you have to transcend that if you want like moving objects, freely placeable objects, all that shit. If you want something that looks like Minecraft, you can perfect your Gen 1 ray tracing. I have no idea, by the way. Do you have to hack the system to be able to add, like, monsters and items and freely floating stuff? They have to fucking hack the system. But they still balls deep in Generation 1 solution, so, to me, it's fucking stupid. But this guy probably won Generation 3. That's my best guess. Which also means he is in par with me. I did the same thing. Alright, I have the same power level as this little bitch. This little Bruce. I said the wrong B word, guys.
Have a look at...
Said the wrong B word, sorry guys.
So this is me at about 19 years old. This is...
I was 19 years old when I first farted backwards.
Data with a ray tracing program. It's taking about... There weren't 3D graphics yet. There wasn't a Nintendo 60.
There weren't 3D graphics yet. Wow, he's so fast.
There wasn't a PlayStation. There wasn't anything.
Okay. Pretty badass, not gonna lie.
I was working in this area for quite some time. I suppose one... Basically,
I was working in a different direction.
Moving forward with building this sort of stuff, and kept improving, and then realized ray tracing had no hope and had to go in a very different direction.
Shut the fuck up. You didn't go in a different direction. I think it's the same direction of ray search. Okay? However you want to fucking do it, it's up to you. I'll give you guys a little bit of a scoop. But, like, this is camera, right? And your objects can project their bounding boxes. Like, it's not that hard. And then just search through the bounding box. Like, how is this difficult, guys? Ray searching is, like, fucking very doable. And it's a preferred thing to do. I mean, the magic comes from, like, when... Versus polygons. Polygons want to render entirely that... Polygons want to render themselves in their entirety, and it's just, like, that's not what you want to do. Like, if your polygon is tiny, what the fuck is the point anymore? If your polygon looks like this and your pixel grab looks like this, I mean, you didn't pick this anymore. But what's the point? What's the point of even working with this polygon? At some point, it makes no sense, right? So instead of working with polygons, it's actually more beneficial to scale them to objects. All right, and then you ray search the object, and the object returns a pixel, you know, or some data, you know, some data. Then you're doing it correctly. All right, you have to scale shit up a little bit. And when we're talking about LODs, that's literally scaling the objects in the distance as well. Or there's another method. You use a cylinder data set. You collect data that way. I'm not using that. That, my friends, the cylinder guy, Generation 4. Yep. The next generation, beyond what I am doing. I already see Generation 4 version, and let him speak, let him spill the beans. He looks like he's doing a YouTube video where I used to be 1 year old. I had 3 polygons. Then at 2 years old, I had 20 polygons, and so on. One thing I have to disclose is I'm not going to be socially present anywhere. I'm just going to work from my PC until people start giving a fuck. And my most important step forward is going to be to dominate a game jam. Alright? I will fuck people up with my engine. You know, punch people up. Pure violence, pure chaos. first place everything, okay? Even though I don't do audio, which is gonna dominate because it's supposed to shock people what's possible with my engine. Anyways, I come from like a game developer's mindset. I want to know what fun is. I want to make games. Whatever the fuck this guy is doing, I have no idea. What's his purpose? But he ended up doing a fucking zoo. And it's like, okay, dude. I guess you did the zoo. I guess he's older than me and he cares about a completely different set of things. It's weird. And it's weird that his company doesn't like scale that much. Like, zoo is not that big of a scope, to be honest. So he's a fucking slow loser, to be honest. Like, what you're not even influencing the world with your technology.
And in software. And
get out of here.
yeah, look at this.
Get out of here, immigrant. Stupid Australians.
Income.
Just because you speak English doesn't mean that you're not immigrant that's gonna get iced. We don't have to say deported.
Together,
Iced.
they put in the money. After we got I think it was one of the largest grants in the country. Yes.
I want a grant. Give me grant.
Yes.
How much will they give me?
Yes, and we thank the government for that card.
Thank you, government. I'm already being granted by the government, so I'm gonna be hush hush for quite a while, actually.
We'll do good. Yeah,
Fucking sucks to be interviewed by a twink, you know?
where were you born? I was
Twink that has its face burned with acne and stuff. Like you can sense the pixels from here. Holy shit.
I was born in
You can sense the same pixels from his beard,
a
though.
country town. I think it was a very nice place.
Who wants to interview me now? Look, I have the whole attire. I'm ready. Oh wait, I am interviewing myself. That's how it works nowadays. Oh shit.
Nice green mountain.
Might as well project me as crazy and mentally ill person as well. That helps.
If you think you went a different way, where do you think would have gone? Helping the poor.
I think I would help the poor. Well, you didn't help the poor. The poor developers. Oh my god. Do you see? Aren't you furious that they're still using polygons? What the fuck is happening, dude? I go on my TikTok and everyone's fucking tinkering with their, like, polygons. Everyone's turning into a little bit of an artist. Into a 3D artist, and it's horrifying to watch, dude. We are poor. We needed you, you little bitch. But, lucky for me, I wasn't born in the IQ stats of things, so, I transcended. What he was supposed to do, you're still supposed to help the poor. People using computers. Like, bro, my game's lag. My last lag was, playing Oblivion remastered. And instead of remastering Oblivion, they made it lag. They made it 30 FPS on my PC, dude. It's all your fault now.
Out of it, I worry about a lot of things, like the second part of my life outside of Euclideon.
Yeah, so, helping the poor, doing kindness content. He's gonna be doing kindness content, right?
Not really. It's been a good life. It's been a relatively easy life. I think if you're someone who's inventing things, you need to have a bit of an easy life. You need to not have...
Damn, dude. How do you get one? Well, I magically manifested one. Alright? Through crime. I am this whole time I was a criminal, dude. That's how I did it. There's no other way, guys.
Pressure. And,
Yeah, that's fucking scary. Yeah, if you were born Australian today, then you would get nowhere, boy.
was taking up lots of my time. Do a lot.
Survival would take a lot of my time. Blah, blah, blah. We get it. We get it. Am I wasting your time, guys? You want to read this paper instead? Like, those are two choices. We either dissect this frog, or we go down the list of the actual patent that has been disclosed, because that's the whole point. Let me explain what the point of patent is. Patent is a tiny monopoly. Like, people don't understand what patent means, and I finally figure out using AI, okay, what the point of that bullshit word is. So patent is to hold a monopoly. No one else is allowed to use my technology and to commercialize my technology. Only I can do it. For 20 years, I hold the technology hostage. And I can sue everyone who tries to use the damn thing. Yes, patents expire pretty fast as well, it turns out. I think it's a form of, like, securing respect, right? Whoever holds patent deserves respect, and it's like, let them cook. You know, but if they're not cooking anything, sue me, bitch. Sue me. You're not doing anything. All right? We're going to prove you wrong. If you're not using your patent to actually build your business, to kickstart your business, because you hold a tiny monopoly. You get a kickstart yourself because you invented something. You get some kind of privilege. And patent is the said privilege. But when you patent something, you also disclose a lot of information of how the technology works. Like, what is the core mechanic of your technology? You have to disclose your breakthrough, right? So people at least know and can recreate it for themselves, can still, like, tinker around, prepare themselves as well to launch their own fucking shit. I think that's how it works. Now, I did meet some crazy people in a hospital when I was treated as crazy, but who's crazy now? I'm rich and famous in my own ways. So I met a person who was like, I want to patent this card game made out of, like, the basic 52 cards, right? Like, what can you, like, I can invent 20 billion card games out of those plain cards. It's fucking stupid. So bro didn't actually even show the game, didn't even demonstrate the game. And patent is not about that. Patent is when you actually gain a reputation already, when you're popular, when people understand that what you did is, like, actually improving humanity, then you patent your shit. You don't patent every single original idea that you have. You're not here to protect your original ideas. You're not here to praise them as the gold that it isn't. The first thing you need to know is to see other people's reaction to your ideas. And even though I actually invented something else in the hospital, I invented a card game myself, and nobody fucking cared. So it's like, did I invent anything, or did I just masturbate? Did I just entertain myself, you know, and survive the fucking hard environment in there? You know, nobody cared. Yes, if I mined their interest, if I approached them multiple times, maybe I can squeeze them into doing something, but they also have access to, like, you know, almost latest technology. You know, real consoles, real games. Like, they're not going to be interested on pieces of paper. But yeah, that's what it is. That's why patents exist, and that's why patents actually disclose a lot of information where people actually wanted to figure it out, how it's done. I think this is the only video that, like a 3-part series that has actually attempted to explain how Euclideon works, which is fucking weird. I don't think anyone else bothered, alright? Especially when YouTube itself is like, well, you didn't search for Euclideon, you searched for Euclidean, right? No, YouTube. I spelled it correctly, dude. We just cooked, man. We just got cooked. What is this? Algorithm? What are you doing with these triangles? Harassing me. Pathetic. So far, my understanding, you have both. You have the orthogonal rays, and you have your perspective rays. And then this seems to be quite relevant as a whole. You exclude some of this like useless fucking information by doing this, right? So you build a data set, you build a data structure, right, using these orthogonal rays, probably all of them. You have objects, basically. And then you get to travel alongside rays, where it's like, it actually like snaps from one orthogonal ray to the other based on the perspective ray, right? That's what I think is happening. You hit an object, then you do some kind of like internal orthogonal nonsense, right? It's like a more detail. That's my best prediction how Euclideon works. Although, not only I don't know, but like there were too many voxels going on. All right, when they showed their like web demo, I saw voxels. I think everyone saw voxels. Okay, I think there's still a video about it. Okay, this looks pretty distant. Is it distant? I guess. It's like, it's voxel data set, in a way. Or just point cloud. It doesn't show. But you literally see voxels, like, call themselves, become smaller and stuff. Like, we need that shit, guys. Nobody uploaded? I can't find it anymore. Like, this simple demo, like, exposes quite a bit. This is what I want to show you.
Umgebung möglich machen würde.
See? Feels like voxels. It truly feels like voxels. But it can be anything. But it feels like voxels. It feels like it's flat. You know, it's like a grid. And then it constantly updates itself. But it's like, at this point, like, is that impressive? Of course it's not impressive. Euclideon was trying to find a space where it's fucking useful. It's being basically tossed around to try and help humanity. And it's like, it ended up being a fucking zoo. Like, holy shit, man. Wow, it refined data. It still looks ugly here and here.
Im Video zeigen.
What the hell? Why you look so ugly? Did you take one picture? I guess there's like land pictures, like from here, from the street pictures, so it looks like this. It's kind of weird. Is it the same thing? Are they using the same thing? Very likely. Like, if that's the idea that they have, very likely it's orthogonal and it's just like simplifying itself constantly, that sort of stuff. So let's just say there's like loading time of, I don't know, 6 seconds. It's pretty reasonable, I guess.
I've had the time that I needed to develop as an inventor. And I think that's one of the good things about Australia. It's less stressful and more free than other countries in the world. And
less stressful and more free. I will take his word for it, but it really doesn't feel that way, to be honest. Again, I politically lean right, and I understand that Australia is in danger like most other countries. But everyone's in danger because capitalism fucking stinks up everywhere. It is what it is. If this guy couldn't liberate us, then AI will be able to liberate us because it's already liberating his fucking stupid patent. Straight onto my desk, please. Here we go. You know, you can do the same thing. These patents are available now. Maybe, like, there's more patents that you want to sift through, and honestly, that's a good use for AI fetching. You need to know. You just need to know. There's no patent that I have released, so I want to, like, shut up about my stuff. Maybe I end up doing Generation 4 next year, who the fuck knows, right? Because if I'm introducing a cylinder, things get complicated. The only thing I can say about cylinder, it's like data sponge for the camera. And that's it. That's all I can say.
But the point is, if you look at it, Australia is making a lot of inventors.
You want to know where I'm from? Also known as the fourth video when you search for Justin Bieber. Sorry, that's the fourth video. That's my country, right? We might not invent things, but we can screw up things, okay? We can screw up things that already exist.
In the future.
And everyone loves it when we do it. Yay!
And so
Except we never won Eurovision because we screw everything up all the time. So the best song we sent to Eurovision was like, "We are the winners of Eurovision." That was the best song we sent. Because we screw up, we can't win. So we have to declare that we are winners. And we got 6th place. We didn't even get 2nd place, guys. Fucking hell. Send me to Eurovision as well. I can handle it. I can fix things. I can fix my country, please.
speaking.
Oh, software development kit. That's what he wants. Like, he wants to build an engine for consoles? Get out of here. We have smartphones now, little boy. You can figure it out. I mean, I just want to do an engine on PC for now. Alright. We'll see what the possibilities are overall.
Computer memory isn't doubling. It's not going up by a factor of 2 every 2 years. It's going up by a factor of 200. From megabytes to gigabytes is
Well, not anymore. Literally, I just uploaded a video talking about how computer memory is actually being under attack by polygons. His worst case scenario has happened. The games have caught up and are still hungry for more of your storage space on your PC. So he couldn't predict that the evil polygons will actually take over very, very deeply. Will literally hijack society right now. It's like a fucking retired Avenger. Like if Tony Stark was like retired and he still has the iron suit, but he, you know, he's old and stupid and she's just so fucking retired, so stinky. That's him right there. And I'm like the Spider-Man. Whoa! Tony Stark, come back! We need you! The polygons are attacking! Oh my goodness. I do feel like nanite technology is kind of mimicking Euclideon ideas, or like mimicking ray tracing to some extent. Like, obviously, like, you have to eventually. You have to mimic research ideas. You know, you start bumping into the more superior way of solving computer graphics.
So it could just run straight from the computer's hard drive, going searching inside the hard drive.
So you probably invented 3 things already.
No, professors.
Crazy stuff.
A hard drive opens a file, reads the file, it closes the file. You can't jump around inside it. We've obviously found a way. That technology's been licensed now in products in the geospatial industry, and
I might want to pick up that patent as well. to read it.
So yeah, we've given the games. When we're dealing with point cloud data, those who are dealing with real physics, where they need to really have total deformability, and this is the sort of thing that's done in the sciences, they're using point cloud data, they're not using polygons. I've seen on the internet people saying,
Oh, look at that! Very often, polygons get divorced very quickly when it comes to, like, actually high-level stuff, right? I mean, heck, even AI doesn't use polygons, doesn't actually render things into a 3D space. You're just kind of morphing the information that it has. It goes through the data sets of its own. And potentially they could use this, like, random access shit that he has invented. Because AI is handling a lot of, like, he could save people from the RAM prices and shit. You know? Like, bro can literally fight evil, and we don't hear about him whatsoever. Or I still can't find their channel. Are they continue to delete shit? What is going on? Holographics, okay. This is the latest thing I've seen, is they go to some kind of fucking Shark Tank nonsense, and then they keep showing the same bullshit. So, bro, like, stopped having a voice, unfortunately, and deleted his old Euclideon stuff. Which is, like, fucking such a middle finger to everyone who are genuinely struggling with all these polygons. All of a sudden, I want to help poor people became, I want to torture every single person with polygons. Like they love it so much. God damn it, dude. You have no idea, like, to me it was so complicated. Polygon mesh, I was just, like, doing, like, a 10 by 10 by 10 voxel polygon mesh, and I'm like, shit. There's a loading time? And it sucks? What is going on? Maybe it was 100 by 100 by 100. But it was not supposed to load. It's not supposed to fucking bother me at all. That was the last time I touched polygons. I was just like, ugh. Holy sh, what is that? Ugly.
Euclidean Island is nice. It is nice, and we liked it. We're a lot faster since then. Euclidean Island loads into memory. It loads up into the RAM.
We're so much faster. How do? I just manifest. I just generate shit. I don't actually load stuff from files. That would be fucking weird. So yeah, you can see, like, how after you invent one technology, you start inventing other technologies to support your already existing technology. And it's a train of, or like pillars of inventions trying to support whatever the fuck you're holding together. And trying to speed it up as well. The moment you have a goal, you can start inventing things by accident. Sometimes. You just, like, you have a goal, you want to solve a problem, you find a solution by accident. Bam, slam.
But for games, I think it's going to need quite a bit more work. We've done some experiments that tell us this can be sped up by about 8 times, so we're going a little bit further down that direction. It'd be really nice if you could just play games without having to download them with 0 latency.
He's yapping stuff that makes no fucking sense. Why would you want cloud gaming so badly? What is going on? Let's download the games. No? We stopped downloading games. We still do that. I don't want to destroy that. I don't need to stream games. What the fuck? So I genuinely don't think he understands the gaming world at all. Like, he was given an idea of, like, hey dude, just release the demo. And it's like, we're gonna search around the island and find stuff, and it's like, wow, cool stuff. And we're gonna praise you for it. Well, it's a cool idea. We went a long way since then, and get out of here, basically. We didn't get shit. What is this, by the way? What the fuck is this? Gaps into your universe. Pathetic. It's pathetic, dude. I mean, true. if I did cylinder, I can send cylinder instead of just like a JPEG. You know, it would be a whole cylinder being sent as an information set. Then whenever you rotate camera, like, there's still stuff being shown to you, even if you get lagged out, right? So you send a whole perspective box for the player, and that solves it. That's it. Generation 4 would solve it, but I'm not building Generation 4 by myself. Very likely. Unless I really want to. What I want to do is start using my engine. My engine is already hyper advanced. It's already like Euclideon level technology. At least what they gave us to look at. To fucking look. We didn't even get it in our hands. We didn't get it as software on our PC. So I'll do it. I'll bring Generation 3. Now, you would ask yourself, what is Generation 2? Where is it, and why did we skip Generation 2? And like, we don't need Generation 2. We skipped. It's garbage. Someone will pick it up. We're gonna laugh at them and move on with our lives. You know? Someone's gonna be the clown that picks up the Generation 2. Just watch. Watch it, guys. It goes a long way. Still. It still goes a long way, but we're gonna laugh at them.
Lighting, shading, and animation. I think a lot of people are telling us they can't do lighting or shading or animation or all this sort of stuff. Everyone's telling us what we can't do, but nobody actually knows how we do what we can do. Animation. I believe, no, I'd say I'm pretty close to certain, it will be the best animation anyone has ever seen.
It will be the best anime. Shut the fuck. You didn't do that. You did not do that. I did the best animation that I have seen. Because I can't show it to everyone, because nobody fucking cares. Maybe when I'll start uploading TikToks, they will slow down a little bit and be like, okay, cool. But until then, I don't know, man. I don't know. Anyone can help. Anyone can just rip me into pieces and ship me to China, basically. I mean, to whoever cares. Just spread it around. Because I want people to grow their interest into this subject. This is fucking fascinating. And scary, because polygons are scary and pointy and sharp and stuff.
If you look at the shadow, the graphics card thinks that the unlimited detail objects are its own polygon children and has no trouble casting the shadow of the tree. So basically, we've got no trouble hybriding. People say, oh, they can't do animation, throw the thing in the rubbish bin. But even if we couldn't do animation, we would just simply hybrid the two. We'd use unlimited detail for backgrounds, and we'd use
oh yeah
for the characters. But animation's coming along just fine, so we're not with the animation.
Yeah, nah, you guys suck balls, though, anyways. I don't care. You suck balls on this one. Get out of here. Also, casting shadows? I actually don't know what's better. Casting light or shadows? I genuinely have this big question in my head. Casting shadows? Why are people casting shadows? Everything is darkness until there is light. You're casting light, not shadows. Right? Like, why would you... What the fuck is wrong with you? So, I don't know, man. This is the biggest debate in my head right now. Because I will have to handle transparency and lighting effects and all that shit. But I don't care right now. I don't have to worry about it. I can make plenty of games already without loading screens, and that's good enough for me, to be honest. So bro actually caved in and said hybrids, we can make hybrid system if you ask for lighting. I can still do hybrid system if you really ask for it, okay? Don't hurt me. Oh, little boy, hybrid system. So he's definitely Gen 3. He's nothing more than Gen 3. Euclideon could actually even be as bad as Gen 2. It could actually be that. Because Gen 2 is pretty bad at doing anything. But it does depend, like, how do you liberate from the voxel grid? Yeah, unfortunately, I'm not gonna give you guys compatibility. You're gonna have to make things on my engine and forget about the rest of the fucking human history because it's ugly. Alright, so we'll have to start from scratch, and this mindset is way better game developer mindset than of like translating polygons into point cloud bullshit. What are you talking about? Do you know how many artists there are, 3D artists? More than you fucking need. So they're gonna be translating by hand. We don't have to automate that process. They will be employed successfully and do their stupid shit like they always do. Now, let's get to the meat of things and actually read what's going on, just so we can start understanding more, like, where this goes. Because I have my own, just bare minimum understanding how I would do it. What they choose, if the region is small enough. What? So, bro, they just switch. You have your stupid, my polygon or my bounding box is too small. And then they just do this, like, that sounds like the exact. It's very simple. Like, it's just data grab. But even then, you still do perspective project. What? I don't get it, man. I don't get it. Maybe they use orthogonal data or something when it's really small. Mixing two projections, basically. Okay. This is basically repeated. So that... Alright. I mean, it might sound clever, but to me it sounds fucking degenerate. Why would you ever use orthogonal? Like, what's the point? The only time you would use orthogonal is that's how you store data. Using orthogonal. But even then, like, your camera is moving around and, like, rotating around. Why would you do... I don't get it, man. I can sort of understand how I would do it. And that way it would be Generation 3. But so far what I've read is just garbage. That fucking sucks. At that instant. If object is small enough, then perspective turns into kind of orthogonal. But, like, what the fuck? Why? What's the point? There's no point in it. But there is kind of a point because, like, okay, like, there's an object projection, and basically the object kind of sends its own data. That's literally, yeah. So that's all it's doing, basically. But then it doesn't explain why Euclideon has all this, like... I mean, it would be really weird if instead of meshes, instead of actual objects that repeat themselves, because that's what we saw. They used point cloud while they fucking built the damn thing by copying and pasting their meshes. Like, what are you talking about? So you can't, like, move meshes? I don't get it, okay? I would expect, like, hierarchical system, right? Like, that's important. Well, that fucking sucks, dude. Fucking sucks. What do you mean? I mean, I don't care about Polygon. I would still imagine they would still use like the generic way of doing things. I sort of know how I would do grains of dirt. Like, it's an LOD that would actually self-destruct when you're far away because you don't want to fucking have grains of dirt far away, obviously. But that would mean that the grains of dirt are kind of interlinked. That they're like a big chunk of objects, but you don't actually know how many there are. Like the way I would do grains of dirt, you have your box basically, and it's filled with grains of dirt. But if you go far away, the box just becomes solid, you know, for LOD purposes. Right? And those grains of dirt can't really move around, but you can sort of move them around. Like, it depends of the level of technology, right? Like, how exactly the grains of dirt are composed. So that's it. Yeah, we reached Euclideon level, boys, officially. This guy has to give me a trophy, and this twink has to interview me and stuff. Alright? Bonus meme, boys. Does show up in a patent. Alright. Efficient Octree streaming. Octree, boys. Ha ha ha. I don't know. This is kind of like, I don't care about it, but it exists. Unfortunately, he's not helping poor people after all. He's not. He's just celebrity level little boy. I'm aiming to be godlike and to kill polygons, never to be seen again. You know, finally. Like, they're already, like, low HP. We can finish them off. But I will, like, shoot a Kamehameha into that shit. And blast it into space. No more polygons, guys. Enough of this shit. I mean, I'll give them that. Like, if they did the animation here, like, cool. It's pretty insane, right? But let's double check. There's a real connection. Their products still use unlimited detail algorithms, obviously. So they didn't divorce their own shit. They're not using polygons, guys. What? But with animals, they're fucking hybriding? This bullshit supports Unity, Unreal Engine. Okay. I mean, that's divorce. If they're doing hybrid shit, they're divorcing their own technology, whatever. Anyways, who's in charge? Ooga, put me in the zoo now. I want to bang on my chest like Gorilla. Gorilla versus 100 game developers. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Ooga. Ooh. Fucking threatening, bro. Intimidation right there. Alright, I did my thing. I'm gonna continue working on my shit. I'm gonna be more passionate to do that. Probably have to spend even more time. Everything I do is being documented, every single thing I do. And if I can inhale air and I actually calculate how much air I inhale, so yeah, that's a real button I use. That's where it goes. It goes down here. When I inhale air, I literally calculate. I thought I was gonna make a joke, but I literally had that button and I just forgot about it, so yeah. Cool. Right? I track everything because I need security guarantees, that sort of stuff. It would be pretty nice, actually. I know there's, like, Russian war near my doorstep, so that fucking sucks. I know my neighbors are narcissists. That fucking sucks. But I still have strategy how to, like, navigate the world. It's not gonna be fucking impossible at all. The only bad thing that can happen, some unfortunate events like Windows 11 being incompatible with my computer, which is exactly what fucking happened. And now I have to scratch my brain cells to figure out what's the best way to survive that bullshit. See you guys next time. I'm smart on all kinds of different topics. This is just simply my invention that I have to push into the open to try and steer away people from using polygons because it's ugly and very difficult to actually build things with polygons. That's like, there's a lot of reasons. And this is the latest reason that I have declared. That's like, polygons are also just very big on your computer, just actual bloat. So I do think Euclideon kind of flopped. If it's generation 3, it's I mean, it can go its own way and do its own thing, and not even try to impress anyone in a way. Generation 3 is just kind of like based on like how many complex layers you put on top. So just learning ray tracing gives you generation 1 access because ray tracing is awesome. That's why you should do it. But then generation 2, you have to escape the traditional ray tracing. So I think Euclideon done that, and they seem to boast about some kind of point cloud data efficiency thing. So it's like additional invention starting to emerge. So it does seem like generation 3, but nothing beyond that. And it's not much compatible with like game development stuff, you know. It's not leaning towards that area at all and seems to have divorced that idea entirely. So I'm your savior, my friends. Or you can do the fucking... You can cry about Atom Montage because it looks like it's uploading shorts and shit. Ugh, I hate the sound effect. I mean, they have something very, very similar as well to like Generation 3 because they have their own like voxel meshes, right? That they can edit. Which is a little bit complicated if you can edit them. Like, why would you need to do that? That's also like a misdirection on their part. It doesn't seem like you need the editability, but you probably can only edit like one big mesh, like one main mesh that they want to showcase in the demo, or like terrain as well. Terrain also works. Terrain fundamentally is just a fucking height map. How deep does it go? Why does the terrain end? What is the like render distance? This is garbage. But not really. It's fine. It's fine. But like, come on. It's pretty obvious why they haven't released the technology because it fucking like it looks pretty useless actually. And then they're doing vibe coding and stuff. To me, it looks pretty useless. Because it all depends on how well you can populate a scene and not just like, oh, it's the forming scene. Like, okay, that's just a tiny invention in comparison. Like, this is fucking easy as well. Obviously, when you like add physics to it, like there's a lot of work to it, but it doesn't seem that interesting to me. Because the
really
first
kind
thing
of a literal
you have to show is render distance, and there's LOD popping as well going
of
on.
a sandbox, right?
Wait. Render distance looking good. From this point of view, like this line is pretty good. But then, okay, you have render distance. What's happening up close? And up close, it's a little bit fucking ugly, actually. Right? It's just voxels. They're not shading anything. They're not using ray tracing in its full potential to be able to like do all kinds of cool shit. They don't have transparent voxels. So it's not that interesting to me. Maybe the guy thinks that AI is gonna liberate him, and we'll see what happens. Anyway, see you guys next time. There should be a new upload for them, no? Are you guys gonna like upload every month? I am subscribed, so I'll see it.
Over here, like I've already done.
Ah, come on. Just because everything is made out of voxels and is destructible, like... Eventually it's still ugly. Eventually it's like, what are you doing? Eating a building? Get the fuck out of here. See you guys next time. Jump!